because Christina is coming later today. So after church, and we needed a couple things for today's meal. So it's a surprise for her. She will enjoy it. I can guarantee you that. Um, I did last night after Alfonso's live record day 12 of the daily devotion. Um, and I kind of got lost in my crochet project. And before you knew it, Jaden, before you knew it, it was just too late. And I thought, if I don't do it now, it may be 8 o'clock before we get this recorded and up. So I haven't put it together yet, but we will probably this afternoon. So it'll be up probably between about 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon, but at least it'll be up before 8 o'clock at night. So I know I said that I promised I was going to do it with Mama, and what I'm going to do is we're going to choose at least one this week to sit down and do with her, and then we'll get Sundays, go ahead and pre-record that one for Sunday so we can stay on track. So far, done really good not to try to combine too many days at once, and so that's what our goal is, and working towards that. So I'm very happy. So I hope everybody is having a good morning this morning. We are still have snow on the ground. Did not snow last night, but it's sure made with those frost guards just on the windows. Oops. Snow had collected on there, all came off and got off. So there's still snow on the ground. The roads are clear, thankfully, and so we're off to church. It was I looked out my window this morning. It was a beautiful sunrise out my window. Kind of still see it a little bit, but the sun was coming up, and it was absolutely beautiful. But got the snow boots on. Probably will change to put my. Hi, good morning. Yes, Michelle. How are you? It was lovely to be in your live. So keep up the good work. And we do channel shout outs, so I'll make sure that I need to schedule some of those, and I will make sure that I schedule them. If y'all haven't had the opportunity, go check out her channel. She really is really enjoyed her live. She was very interactive with her person that she had on, and hopefully we can do something together, because I really do. I loved your tagline at the end, and it's so connection is what it's all about. And we don't focus on crochet. There are so many other channels on the YouTubes that do focus on it. We don't feel like we are equipped to teach it, and we can point you in all the places that can do it. We want people to focus on connection, and we want people to go past what the name is on somebody's channel and go look at their content, because sometimes you're going to miss out on some really amazing channels that have really good content that maybe, like us, we love to crochet. We're blessed to be able to crochet and do other things. We want to know what you're blessed to do. And so we loved that tagline. We loved the name, and we stuck with it. And I think to some degree, it's kind of, hi, Crazy Life Homestead. I think to some degree, it's at times hindered people from maybe coming in because they look at crochet and think, I don't crochet. I don't need that channel. And they haven't gone and checked it out. So my challenge to everybody in 2025 is go take a look at channels. Don't look at their name first off. Go look at what their community tab has on it, what their lives consist of, what their videos are, what their shorts are. Then go look at the name. Go look at the whole package, not just look at the name and think, oh, I don't crochet. You know what I mean? I don't need that channel, because you're going to find when you come into Blessed to Crochet, you're going to find very community focused channel. I do believe that you can build a community through YouTube. I really do believe it. People that, like me, are dealing with a chronic illness like fibromyalgia. There's days my body is not going to allow me to go out and participate in my community, but I have a community at the palms of my hands, and we can build a community on and within our YouTube channels, and those communities can come together all over the world. And, we can be a shining light. That's why we have the lighthouse. We can be a shining beacon for everyone, and we can show the love of Jesus. We don't hide our faith underneath a bushel. We try on our lives not to have that the main focus. There will be some lives that we will do periodically, kind of to talk about our devotions that we do, but we want people to come in. We want people to feel welcome. We hope that you do. We want people to feel as if there's a community here, supportive place. If you're part of the Tuber Chat family, please email us. We're always looking to have those channels as part of our take a break shout outs every day. We do that at noon. So if you're looking for some great channels, you can go back to our community posts and go through those. You're going to find a lot of channels that are really have amazing content. And, I was given a quote, or not a quote, but a little saying one time. And it said, right, if you want to make your comfort zone bigger, you want to step outside of your comfort zone, how do you do that? Well, you make it bigger. You step outside of that comfort zone. And I'm thankful that I didn't say, well, I'm a crochet channel. Tuber Chat's great. Kevin's great. I'm glad I didn't say, well, crochet is in the name and I'm going to stay within that. I'm glad that I stepped outside the circle, went into homesteading channels, found Tuber Chat. I go into fishing channels. We're headed off to church. But this is what we do on Sundays, because a lot of times, by the time we get done at church, if we have my daughter, she's married, but she comes home with us on Sundays occasionally, and we hang out for the afternoon, and then we take her home. Then by the time I get done with that, I'm just too tired to think about going live. So I started doing this. People enjoy it. It's only about 20 minutes, but it's 20 minutes of connection. And I'm going to, keep preaching it to the rooftops, how important that is, that we have connection. It doesn't fix everything, but, it does help us go through things in life. God did not create us as individuals to be in a corner someplace. He created us to be those that fellowship with each other. And this is part of coming together, connecting, meeting new people, building those friendships, building those relationships. We did a study in our church, and it was called Finding Your People. And in that, one of the things that stuck in my head is that the author said it takes 200 hours to really get to know somebody and build that relationship with somebody. And I'm thinking we've spent more time doing with things than we have done 200 hours with, that were just went by like lickety split. Every time that I've invested in a channel or taken the time to get to know somebody in the chat has paid off in so much. This channel is not mine. It is actually my mother's, which she is next door. She is driving. That's Mama. This is actually her channel. We started this, by the way. Tomorrow we'll do a live, because tomorrow is our year anniversary. It's the first day we went live. It's not the anniversary of our channel or when it started, but it's the anniversary we went first live. And I was on the lifeboat, and I said to Mama, I said, listen, you know what, can we just, we got this channel. We started it to just show off our crochet. And I said, do you mind if we kind of take that? I said, if we even think about getting monetized, I said, you can have all the have it. I said, you take it, whatever you need to use it for, and I will be glad to help. And she said, that's fine. And she does a lot of the stuff in the back office, a lot of the shorts she puts together for us. She helps with answering comments and all that kind of stuff. So I said, I just need the connection. If you all haven't figured out by now, if you're new to this channel or somebody that's been around for a while, I have the gift of gab. My mother will tell you she has no idea how I do this. And I said, thank my dad, right? And because he had the gift of gab, he never met a stranger. And I need a place to talk. It's just there. I need the connection. And I said, and you can have the monetization. I'll take the connection because to me, that's where I'm getting my value from. You can have that, do whatever you need to with the funds that are there. And I said, I want the connection. And it has just been such a blessing for me. Even my therapist says, I can see a difference in you having a place and an outlet that you need to be able to do. My family says there's a difference. You don't feel the need to talk as much. And we did recently talk about all the different personalities. Guys, there's 16 different kind of personalities. And one of the things it says in this personality, and the one it says is it says these people have the need to talk. And I was like, well, that answers a lot. and so I am grateful beyond belief that I have an outlet, that I have a place to put, that part. I've built some wonderful relationships and some wonderful connections. And in the process, it's helping mama, and we're good, right?
Right.
So, and she's actually getting a little bit more comfortable on camera. I've gotten her over the holiday season to get on camera and start talking. And she's actually getting more, just a little bit. She's one of those people that I'll just be a wallflower. Inevitably, you would sit there and have to pray for him that he would be able to go and be, not overpower somebody. Because literally, if you were sitting next to him on a plane, he literally, probably if the plane lasted a 3-hour trip, could have talked the entire 3 hours, and the person would have been, get me the heck out of here. But, she had to remind them, Chuck, now, not everybody likes that. Now, that's a lake over there, believe it or not. I don't think anyone wants to go. There's a lake, there's camping that happens during non-winter. People store their campers up here and so forth. But this is Charles Mill Lake, and then there's a dam not too far from here. So this is going into, what is it? Well, we're on the way to church, but I'm trying to think we turn into this little town, Mifflin, Ohio. Guys, by the time we get through this, you're going to sneeze and it's going to be all done. I'm telling you, you're going to say hi and bye, and it's going to be done. I mean, it's just this little tiny town. Welcome to Mifflin. There you go. And by the time I get done with a couple sentences, we'll be out of the town. Now I know Christina will want to take Mocha out and play in the snow a little bit. So maybe we'll get the opportunity to kind of film Mocha a little bit in the snow. She went to the vet on Thursday and she was having a little stomach issue. So we decided that it was best that we didn't have her get her all well. And she's much better. So we're good for that. She has to go get her nails trimmed. But if I can, we're going to film her having fun in the snow. But I don't know if she quite...
We're through the town.
Yep, we're through the town. That was it. You're done.
Downtown.
That was down.
We're done.
Done. We're done. I don't know if she knows how to play in the snow. I was out with her briefly, and I just took my boot. And she doesn't quite know what to do with it.
Fluffy snow, right?
Yes, very fluffy. It's not. Don't blink. That's exactly it. You blink, you're through the town. We actually live, if you're familiar with Shawshank Redemption, we actually are living in the home of Shawshank Redemption. So if you're familiar with that movie, that's Mansfield, Ohio, where actually my mother was raised in Mansfield and never thought she'd be back. But she went to Florida eventually, met my dad, lived in Florida for 50 years. We came to Cincinnati after my grandmother passed because we didn't have much family, and we wanted my daughter to be surrounded by my husband's family. He has a very large family. We have a teeny tiny little family, and so we did that. And then she met her husband, who lives up in Wayne County area. And so when she was going to, of course, get married and move up in this area, we said, well, we're on our way. We're a very tight family. And, she's our only child, and my husband and I, and we just thought we want to be there for support. And there has been times where she's just needed us, but she has come such a long way. She is a individual that has autism, high functioning, but she is just growing leaps and bounds, and we're loving to see it. She is working with horses as one of her jobs that she does, and she is amazing with animals. She has done amazing with all the pit bull. We've fostered a lot of bully breed dogs since her loss of her service animal, and she's just done amazing with those dogs. Absolutely just turned their lives around. And Mocha is one of those beneficiaries that was a foster fail, but she can't have her where she lives, so we're currently taking care of her. But she's just come such a long way, and I'm just so proud of her. And then we get to go to church and get to see her every time we come to church. So I'm a mama of an adult on the spectrum too. Well, you know what? That would be a great conversation. I love having mothers of those that have children with autism, because I like to point out how different, right? Different those with autism. We've all heard the saying. Those, at least some of us have, that if you've met one person with autism, you've met one person with autism. And I think it's very fascinating when you bring those together that have raised a child with autism, that you tend to find out and say, well, I dealt with this, but I didn't deal with this, I didn't deal with this. One of the things that I will ask a mother of those that has an autistic child, and usually yeah, that would make a great channel. But we talk about so many variety of things on our thing. Our niche is connection. The one thing that I do say and ask those that are raising a child with autism is, how is their sleep pattern? And 9 out of 10 times will say it's terrible. They've had to go through all these things. The one thing we found out, Christina, that worked, was we got her a service dog, and that was a huge change in her sleep pattern. So, but it's just, I love having those discussions, because you find out that even though you have autism, right, and you're raising a child with autism, that it's just so different from mother to mother, and from child to child. So it's a very different thing. But we talk about autism, fibromyalgia, so many different topics, and the niche for our channel is connection. That's our niche. And then when we have niche, the gamut with sleeping issues. See, um, the niche to church. We're going to let you all go. You all have a blessed day. Remember, today is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad it is. Stay connected, you all. It is so important. Remember, be proud of being yourself, because everyone else is taken. God loves you just the way you are. And remember, we got you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered. We'll see you later. Bye-bye, everybody. Happy Sunday.